Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on X. The other night when we had our Friday Live unexpectedly, we mentioned that Meghan hosted these Afghanistan refugee women with coordination with the Welcome Project and Mina's List, which Meghan had nothing to do with starting. I don't know why Mina's List and the Welcome Project let her do it. Probably has something to do with, money and influence.
Yes.
And power and
Yes.
government and whatever's going on. But I'm sure a lot of that's going to change next year. But
it gave Archwell optics.
It gave them very
good
optics.
Nice little holiday optics.
So when she went and she hosted this little dinner where all she did was pose for pictures and pretend she was talking, she wore wrinkled clothes that our dad did verify on the show.
They were wrinkled.
That night in Venice, because both events happened in Venice Beach,
which is 7 minutes away from Culver City.
Yes.
A 7-minute drive.
If anybody was wondering. She also went to her friend's hair thinning launch.
Yeah,
product.
It's like a hair product.
Yeah.
Thing.
And she only stayed for pictures. And then that was it, because I ended up watching later them dancing around in the restaurant, because it was at a restaurant, and she was nowhere to be found. Nobody. Kristen Davis was gone.
She danced a little bit.
She danced inside
with the choir. With the choir,
there was like a choir at the beginning.
Again, optics.
It was all optics. So there's speculation that Saturday night when she was at the Mina's List Welcome Project thing, she was rude and only stayed for 10 minutes and then she left early. I and Stephanie have not been able to find anything like concrete in black and white, like in print, but I have read comments on X by you guys. I've read it under our YouTube page too.
It wouldn't surprise us either.
Absolutely not.
Shocking.
It makes sense now, because if she was doing both events in Venice, she had to still then, go to this thing.
Right.
Then she had to change into that black ensemble and then go to that restaurant in Venice for hippie highbrow or highbrow hippie, whatever it is. And
she invested in that.
She had two things going on, which
all lining her pocket.
If you care about an association like the Welcome Project and Mina's List, and I have read up on this, and I think it is doing some sort of good.
Of course.
But, for you to be like, I got to go to another event, that to me is a little low rent. I mean, I don't think you should do that. You should focus on one thing.
I agree. And also it's not like she was going to support her friend. She's an investor in the hippie Highgrove hippie.
Highbrow
hippie. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But she's an investor.
Yeah.
It's her company.
We cannot either verify it or deny, but if you ask our own personal opinions, yes, Meghan was probably very rude to those women and left early. Yes.
And it's awful.
What do we believe? Yes, we believe that. Of course, Marie Claire is at the Welcome Project Mina's List thing with Meghan, and that is like the only press there. They've got the exclusive.
Of course.
Perfect. They're taking the pictures. And so they put out this really dumb article, but it mentions Meghan talking about the holidays, so I knew we would have to comment on it and get into it. So let's read this crap. Exclusive! Meghan Markle hosts heartfelt holiday dinner for Afghan women starting new lives in America. The Duchess of Sussex sat down with Marie Claire to discuss the Archwell Foundation's Welcome Project and her own holiday traditions with Prince Harry, and I'm not going to say their names. Holiday traditions were meant to be shared, passed down through generations, working side by side in the kitchen or sharing stories around the living room. But for one group of Afghan women who have resettled in California, many of whom have been separated from their families for years, new memories are being created with friends who understand the complex joy and sadness of celebrating far from home. For Meghan Markle, it's about empowering these women through a community that celebrates both their heritage and their fresh beginnings. By taking Marie Claire and a photographer and shoving it in their face. You can't just sit down and hang out with these women.
Exploit them.
And fellowship with them. You can't do any of that stuff.
No, you have to use them.
It's Saturday night in Venice Beach, California, and I'm sitting across the table from the Duchess of Sussex as we share dinner with the women of Mina's List, an organization that empowers women in the fields of politics and human rights, and the Southern California chapter of the Archwell Foundation's Welcome Project, launched in 2023. The initiative was created by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's foundation to support programs for women who have resettled in the United States from Afghanistan.
They launched this last year?
I can tell you when
That's insane.
See, but see.
And we're all wondering, Nancy, where did that $6 million go?
Exactly.
We're launching stuff a year ago, 2 months ago, 3 weeks ago. All the bookkeeping scrambled.
There are currently 11 Welcome Project branches in 9 states across the country, including one in San Antonio, which Prince Harry and Meghan visited in March. The Duchess met many of the women here in Venice Beach during a cooking event in February. I'm struck by the easy conversation they share as dishes are passed around the lantern-lit tables in the garden at Our Place, a woman and immigrant-owned cookware company. Notice how they put woman and immigrant, because they couldn't put woman immigrant owned, because then it would look like it was just a woman owned. This company, Our Place, not only do they have like the most expensive cookware, okay, they sell it on QVC.
You think Williams Sonoma is expensive?
Oh my goodness. The woman who started it, her name is like, I'm doing this all off the top of my head because we know of this place. And
I see her face a lot.
Yeah. And her husband, Amir, started it. They are super rich. I'm not saying they're not immigrants. She's Pakistani. And I'm not saying there's anything like, yeah, you can be my mom's an immigrant. But the way that Marie Claire is merching Our Place right now and acting like there is like, it's a woman. I'm
not picturing those two. They can do whatever they want. Yeah. It's Meghan trying to con us into believing she's doing this thing with immigrants and people that need our help.
Yeah.
It's just the non-transparency of it all.
Yeah. But Marie Claire is just like, this is Our Place.
Well, yeah, and Meghan's talking.
Yeah. We dig into mouth-watering Middle Eastern inspired dishes created by Soho House chef Shane Fateman.
What? Soho House.
But Steph, it's okay because he's an Iranian immigrant.
Oh, good.
As stories are shared and poetry is read, connection is a common theme throughout the night. I'm seriously gonna barf.
They're trying to bamboozle us. That's all they're trying to do. They're using buzzwords that are trying to make it look like,
I can't believe anybody would actually read this.
Oh, people believe it.
And go, oh my God.
There's some people that believe it.
She hired a chef who's an Iranian immigrant? What?
A woman owns that place?
What? She sells cookware. From my standpoint, I think part of why we wanted to make sure we had this opportunity to all be together again, so many of us right now, is that as the holidays come up and have already begun in many regards, it brings up so much emotion for people, the Duchess tells the group. You miss home, you miss your country, and also can find comfort in new community that you have here. Meghan's like referring to the time she spent a little time in the UK and missed America? Is that what she's trying to refer to? She continues adding, I'm grateful that we are able to be part of that community. The Duchess of Sussex, dressed in her signature neutrals.
I can't say beige.
I can hear Jen screaming right now. Checks in with each woman at the table, following up on conversations that had earlier this year when she joined the group to cook traditional Afghan food. Like her husband, Prince Harry, she possesses the gift of not only making everyone in the room feel instantly comfortable, but also valued. And working in this business, I can assure you that's no small feat.
Cut to the montage, Nance, of Meghan making everyone feel uncomfortable all the time.
That Hollywood Reporter article must have really touched a nerve. Whatever she had to do to get Marie Claire to come with her and say, man, not only is she a good person, she's helping out all these immigrants.
Well, she's getting a big fat paycheck right now.
She also makes everybody in the room feel great, which I can tell you as a writer is not easy.
Small feat.
When two of the dinner guests stand up to read beautiful poetry full of hope and sadness, pieces written by a Mina's List staffer and a Welcome Project member as part of their storytelling project, The Duchess is visibly moved. All of you have stories to tell, and the power of you telling them and sharing them with each other, with our broader community, is what will help propel the change that I think we all dream is that you see and hear in the poems that we just listened to, she says.
The same woman who wants to take away our freedom of speech, but she's gonna read all these poems and try to get into our heads. Good for her.
I mean, oh my God.
I mean, we know what's going on. We see you, Meghan.
You know, I had to hear this morning because I just watch it now for the entertainment. It's really funny. If anybody wants to watch really funny morning shows, Morning Joe is just, they've been on point lately.
That or The View.
Yeah. So, but you know, they're upset that like media like Marie Claire and stuff like this is dying. And they're wondering why it's dying. It's because Stephanie and I just debunked that she's not hanging out with a bunch of like struggling immigrants that she's hanging out with a bunch of rich women in Venice Beach right now. Yes. That's what she's doing.
Yes.
Okay.
And the husband owns the place.
And they're going around reading dumb poetry to each other. Do you wonder why this sort of media is dying?
Joy!
The women I meet at our place share similar backgrounds in social activism. Seriously.
She's
Seriously.
She's a little touched.
Gotta give her credit. I gotta give her credit for still putting stuff out. Like this was put out, what, last week?
Yeah.
That takes balls, dude.
Yeah. She's definitely trying to distract us.
But for her, no, that's not distracting. That's for her. Okay, she's been figured out. I'm sorry, but she's been figured out. America gets it. We get it. Okay.
The UK gets it.
The UK, well, no, they got it a long time ago. But Americans, we get it.
We get it now.
Liberals, conservatives from all backgrounds, we get it. We know the grift. We know they're grifters.
We came together.
We get it. But for her to still put this crap out,
she still is. She's getting a paycheck from these people.
But Stephanie, you don't understand why. I'm sorry, this is nuts.
You just answered your question. You said Morning Joe says
no.
These are the publications that are dying, right?
But there's no
so
way.
They have to put them out.
But
don't get mad at me.
But are they crazy?
Yes, money makes you go crazy.
Meghan's never done any social activism in her entire life. No. That's not allegedly.
No.
With many having worked in government and journalism back home, there's an increased feeling of isolation when that sense of purpose has been taken away. These highly accomplished individuals have the added trauma of watching decades of their progress in women's rights be erased.
She wants to take away our voice. It's just the hypocrisy.
Oh, she would love it if like
we all just shut up.
Yeah, she would love an Iranian regime in America. That would make her so happy.
She does not like women. And she wants us all to shut up.
Yeah, she would love that. Allegedly. Just want to warn everybody, I'm just going to read this small part because we're skipping over a bunch of stuff because a lot of it is lies.
Well, it's all the same too.
And it's all the same.
They're talking about the book she came out with in 2018.
What I want you guys to understand is what Marie Claire is banking on is for smart people. Obviously, they don't read this shit anymore. What they're banking on is that some people will still read it and believe it.
I think they're going for the younger crowd, dude. I think they're going for Gen
Z doesn't read Marie Claire. They don't pick up Marie Claire.
Millennials aren't reading it, so I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I guess dumb people will read it.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say they go on to talk about the Hub Kitchen. Pause and read if you want. I'm not going to read this again because it's all a lie. It goes on to say that Meghan was the one to kind of like start the cookbook, do all that stuff. This is all a lie. Meghan did not do that. Her people came to her and they're like, hey, can you write a forward in this book? And this would be great for pictures and it'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, it's like her writing on the banana.
Now, these women who experienced this horrific tragedy with the Grenfell fire, who are still feeling the repercussions, the Queen visited them many times. Prince William, Princess Catherine, King Charles,
Princess Anne,
everybody, okay? But they didn't like take pictures. They didn't make a big deal out of it, because they didn't want to exploit their grief. Meghan, however, she went full force. She brought her mom to the first one. She kept going back to take pictures.
Yeah, she had Harry there.
She cupped her belly, and there was nothing there for the first time.
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly. It's very exploitive. But the fact that she's still using Grenfell and trying to now fool a different set of readers in Marie Claire. Because I agree, there are a different set of readers.
It's a different generation. It's a different set of readers.
But I'm shocked. I'm shocked that nobody doesn't stand. I mean, we are, and other YouTubers and other people on X, and everybody is. But I'm just shocked that somebody doesn't put a stop to it. But it is freedom of speech. And if Meghan wants to lie about certain things, I guess she has every right to. And it's our job to come up with the facts and say, no, she's lying.
Fact check.
With the holidays coming up, the talk turns to Archie and Betty and the traditions that the Duchess holds special. I admit that my son no longer believes in Santa.
What?
And we commiserate over the Christmas magic that seems ever so fleeting. 5 years old.
He doesn't believe in Santa at 5?
I tried to go back in our head because I was like, because Mom, we have home movies and we have everything.
I remember. I'll tell you.
I'm pretty sure we still believe in Santa.
I was 12 years old.
Yeah, I think I was about
12 years old. I asked for a Huskies parka. I got the wrong one. Okay. In my head, Santa was getting it right for 12 years straight. He never got it wrong. I'm not kidding. I was 12 and I know I'm okay. Fine. Call me crazy, but I believed in the magic of Santa. I remember being in my bedroom and my mom goes, I'll never forget. She goes, it's fine. We'll just take it back and we'll get the right one. Because you got the right one. You got the Trailblazer one.
I got Trailblazer.
I got the wrong
parka.
one.
Yeah.
And I looked at her and I said, what do you mean? What do you mean you're going to take it back?
Mm-hmm.
I go, Santa got it, right?
Yeah. It was a nightmare.
It was the worst experience of my life. But at 5, how do you not believe in the magic of Kris Kringle?
This is the problem. First of all,
Hanukkah Harry.
I don't believe she had any conversation with Archie, and especially about the fleeting magic of Christmas. A lot of you are saying, some 5-year-olds do. I guess my kindergarten kids some of them would sometimes tell me, he's not real.
Right.
I get it. It's harder to tell kids that Santa's real, but for her to bring it up, it seems a little odd. It seems very postmodern of her and very pompous, existential, and it seems stupid. I love the holidays, the Duchess of Sussex sharing that Archie and Betty are now 3 and 5, so every year gets better. Mention their ages again. Like, if she doesn't mention their ages, she completely is a terrible mother. She's got to keep up with the ages. Again, this feels like the slowest grift ever. 3 and 5? Really? Only 3 and 5?
How is that possible?
Oh my God.
Feels like it's 20 years.
Ever. So 3 and 5, and that every year keeps getting better. Because in Meghan's head, well, as kids get older, every year gets better.
Yes.
I don't understand what that means, but whatever. She muses that at first, I think as a mom with children, you're just enjoying having them there. But they're not understanding everything that's happening yet. That's with all holidays, Meghan. You're not going to take them out to Easter brunch and the Easter bunny is going to come out and they're going to understand what it means at 2, but you're still going to do it. Now we're at the age where I just can't wait to see it through their lens every year. I'm sorry, this doesn't sound real. I'm sorry, she always uses this word lens. It just sounds like a buzzword. I'm starting to believe she did not do this interview at all.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
When you were reading it, I was like, it doesn't even sound like it's real.
It sounds like AI.
Well,
it sounds like somebody typed in, hey, put in postmodern mom, existential.
Santa's dead.
Progressive, white, mom, rich mom.
Montecito, Culver City.
Yeah. As for Thanksgiving, she says that the Sussexes are always pretty low key.
Everybody is on Thanksgiving, Meghan.
And Meghan tells me that being close to my mom is great. When was the last time we saw Doria?
I don't know.
Thank you. I was thinking about in the past few years of having Thanksgiving here. Like many of us, I think you always make sure there's room at the table for your friends who don't have family, which is really key, she shares. Wow, she's talking about Friendsgiving and stuff. Wow, what a great idea, Meghan. You really broke the glass ceiling on that one. One such friend is none other than feminist icon Gloria Steinem, who Markle tells me came for Thanksgiving one year. I'm sure
it was that year that she was grifting Gloria Steinem.
Exactly.
We all remember, we were there.
It turns out for the Sussexes, the holiday looks, minus Gloria Steinem, perhaps just like most any American Thanksgiving dinner. We're always making sure we have something fun to do. God. The Duchess of Sussex says, like any other family, you spend time having a great meal, and then what do? Play games, all the same stuff. Someone brings a guitar. Fun! I know people that do that. Like, they'll have a reaction to anything, and it'll even be like a bad reaction sometimes, where they'll just be like, huh,
Fun.
or like, fun. And there's
it's like SNL.
I don't know what it is about those people. I've always had people like that in my life, and I've always been able to like see right past them. And I'm just like, what is really behind those people? Like, what's really
shifty
going on?
eyes.
Like, they don't even have shifty eyes. Like, I don't know.
Some
But
do.
Fun. Huh.
And what family is she talking about? She doesn't talk to her cousins. She doesn't talk to her aunts and uncles. She doesn't talk to her
Friends
dad.
or family. Friends or family.
Oh, it's the friends or
Yeah.
family. Okay.
No, but it sounds like
Gloria Steinem.
she Googled American Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and that's what they wrote. You
I don't
have
think
dinner.
I'd be shocked.
You play games.
Where are the videos
Where's
of
the
this?
football? She
Where's the
didn't mention-
videos? You know how Vogue does like the video interviews and you can actually see it?
Oh, you know she wants to do Architecture Digest. Hi, Meghan.
Hi.
Welcome to my
Well,
home.
no, I don't think she will because she doesn't
Oh,
show
no.
her real house.
She'll want to do it one day.
Well,
I
the cooking
guarantee-
show's not at her house.
I guarantee
Okay.
that's coming up. Every single holiday is a new adventure, she says, stressing that it's important for her that Archie and Betty can experience the magic of traditions like great recipes that they end up connecting to a formative memory. This sounds
Oh my
so stupid.
This is not the way mothers talk. Formative memory.
Thank you, Stephanie. You just said what was exactly on my mind this entire video. She does not talk like a mom.
No, she's not maternal. She really isn't. I'm afraid for her dog now.
I know.
It's like, what's going on in that house? Poor Harry doesn't know what's happening.
Putting carrots out for the reindeer at Christmas?
It's these buzzwords that are terrifying me.
It's scaring me, dude. The women of Mina's list dance, chat, and clap around us as our chat wraps up.
I'm sure.
So they're wanting us to believe that Meghan's having this chat with Marie Claire this entire time. And
Yeah.
as this is going on, women are dancing around. Okay. Sparkle, one later shares with me, is the center of energy.
Oh
man.
This is the circle stuff we were talking about. Do you guys not see this culty witchy stuff?
Stephanie, she's the center of something, but it's not energy.
I'm just saying it's that godmother's feeling
Yeah.
again.
The attendee says that while she followed the Duchess of Sussex's wedding and career through the career, she never expected the Duchess to be so cool, so humble. Adding, she cares what happens to us. This is important.
We need to do a deep dive into who wrote this.
I know, let's find
because
out.
you know that somebody
Yeah.
is associated with Meghan Markle.
The person who wrote this article, her name is Kristen Cortino. She's a redhead.
Ginger.
Think of that however you will. She is an American, but she's obsessed with the royal family, and her favorite
Obsessed.
city is London.
Yes.
I will try to get more information on her, but I am a little worried.
Yeah, she like obsessed.
I don't think she's obsessed. I think whoever wrote this was having a psychotic breakdown at the time.
Allegedly.
I watched on as the pictures are taken and laughs or smiles are exchanged. We chat about the beautiful cookware the women have selected from the store, gifted by owner Shiza Shahid. Very nice of Shiza, since Shiza is now getting a plug from Marie Claire.
Yes.
In one sweet moment, the Duchess poses with a baby girl who has been snoozing away in her mother's carrier all night. I'm sure she did. Soon enough, it's time to say goodbye. Before we go, I asked the Duchess what Americans can do to help the women like the ones she met feel more at home here. Her answer is simple. It's really easy. Just think about how you'd want someone to treat you. How would you want someone to open their arms to you? I'm not kidding. That's the end of the article. That's the end of this article. I'm sorry for taking so long in this video. I really turned to Stephanie and said, this is going to be about a 15-minute video.
Can we see real quick the other articles Kristen has ever done? I just want to read them.
Kristen Cordova is obviously obsessed with the royal family, but just from looking very fast on this, she also writes puff pieces about J-Lo, And she really is obsessed with the royal family, though. She's obsessed with just writing about them in general. Why Queen Camilla met up with a Spice Girl at Buckingham Palace. So this is what it sounds like. It sounds like she is obsessed with the royals, anything royal life, anything celebrity.
She's pro Meghan.
This is the thing, though. People like this usually don't get one-on-one interviews with anybody famous, any celebrities.
Scares me.
So Meghan gave her a one-on-one because what this proves is that Meghan is desperate to talk to anybody at this point.
Yeah, and look at the puff piece. She's doing nice things for Meghan. Did you read what she said about Meghan right there? Look at all nice things.
She wrote about the
launching of a new project
in December.
She's plugging Meghan in every single thing. So this is the way she got in.
Of course.
She must know. I mean,
she doesn't know anybody. She's obsessed. And Meghan said, no other writers, no other actual journalists are going to come to me.
No video.
Nothing. Okay, so I'm sure that editor from the Hollywood Reporter is just laughing his ass off right now. So
that's my hero.
Yeah. Oh, I love him.
Hero
I love him.
of the year.
And I like the Spotify guy.
Yes.
I love him too. I actually love everybody that has used their voice, as Meghan would like us to do, use their voice to tell the truth, continue to tell the truth, continue to break down this lie that Americans are divided over this craziness of Meghan Markle and everyone's picking on them and it's racism and it's all this stuff. Tomorrow we got a great show coming up because I am so pissed off about this. We were going to try to get to it today, but this video was
swearing a lot today.
I was so pissed off about this because that grifter Meredith and that other girl, Matter of Fact, teamed up on a video. Oh my gosh. And now they're talking about that documentary that blasted Queen Camilla and oh my God. And they're trying to make it look like this is like, oh guys, Americans are so into this. I can honestly tell you, had Stephanie and I not read about that documentary coming out, I'm going to tell you guys, nobody in America cares about this right now.
Also, I have receipts. I've been taking screenshots of all the comments. Everything is pro Queen Camilla. Everything is defending her.
Yeah.
Not one person that I read in some of the threads on Twitter and Instagram said she deserves this.
And we're also going to show that those two women, those two grifters, okay, look at their back history. They have a history of trying to be influencers on the internet at no cost. They don't care what they'll push. They don't care about anything. Stephanie and I, you can look back at anything, man. We are an open book. We are two liberals, registered Democrats from Portland, Oregon, okay? And we respect the royal family. Yeah, we didn't like Queen Camilla in the 90s. We were upset. But yes, she has worked hard, that woman, and we give the monarchy our respect.
And also, again,
we are like every other person, every smart, sane person out
vote
there.
Loves Queen Camilla.
Yes.
The comments don't lie.
Yes.
Okay. You can't. God. And even that Polo documentary, there's 12,000 dislikes. Okay. Listen to the people.
I know. I'm so sick of this narrative going around. Well, you know, guys, I'm going to give you guys the media literacy for the day. It's like, no, you're not. First of all, nobody listens to you except for me. I'm the idiot that goes on there and looks at your dumb videos because I'm trying to prove you wrong and I don't like what you're doing and I don't think you should make any money off what you're doing right now. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here so you don't make money. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
You make money, give it to an animal charity.
Do something about it, but don't grift off the royal family telling lies that everybody in the world, including Americans, are believing this crap. We like Queen Camilla. Who are you? Who are you?
The comments don't lie.
Good Lord.
And the bot comments. I'm going to show you guys those tomorrow. I have all the receipts.
I am so
there's
over
bot
this.
comments, and then there's actual people that are us that have been registered with X since 2010.
Yeah, I am so done with this freaking narrative, man.
It's not going to work.
Look at our history. No, we were not obsessed with the royals. We were not trying to be influencers, 5 years ago. We didn't give a crap. Give me a freaking break. Her Instagram is an open book. It's an open book.
I like Meghan.
Oh my God. I'm over this trying
I
to
like
make
Meghan.
money off the royal family. Get over yourself. It's not going to happen. As long as I'm breathing. Oh, I shouldn't say that, but as long as I'm breathing, it's
Yeah,
not
we
going to
both
happen.
have the stomach flu. Why would you say
Oh
that?
my God. Dun, dun, dun. Today's animal rescue is Jack's Pack, named after their beloved Chihuahua that they found. And they've just taken this organization and they rescue animals from high kill situations. They also have recently helped a really good friend of the show. We love these people, Layla's Heart Ranch and Rescue, with another dog that Layla's pulled out. And I just wanted to give Jack's a shout out. Please go check out their website. We are putting it in the description below. Share them with friends and family. Give them some love if you can. If you enjoyed this show, don't give us the money. Go directly to their website, and they're just doing wonderful work. Another small rescue in Central Texas that just works on volunteers, and it gives me goosebumps because these people are doing amazing
I love a good
work.
rescue during the holidays. I get so misty eyed. It's like I just want to give. You know.
Yeah,
I get so excited, and then I want to adopt all of them.
Yeah, so go over to Jack Packs and learn about them, teach others, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we love you guys. We're gonna get a little vitamin C in us.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing a little better.
We are.
We're not dying.
We're not.
But we definitely are under the weather.
Yes.
Okay, love you
Okay,
guys.
bye.
We will see you soon.